First action is more Curtis shooting us twin personally from his opponents. With wasn't they suck, but that goes toss. Like, so the link to the video will be the description below. Go and check them out. So let's into this vaccine in 3, 2, 1.
When Daniel first stepped onto his college campus,
Yeah.
he thought his biggest challenge would be passing finals. But what he didn't know was that his final year would bring him a secret so heavy,
A secret.
so unbelievable, that it would threaten everything he had worked for. Daniel was 22 years old, tall, lean, and ambitious. His parents had sacrificed a lot to see him in college.
Really?
His mother often reminded him, "This graduation will be the proudest day of our lives." Those words echoed in his head every time he opened his textbooks at night. But behind that determined smile, Daniel was hiding something no one could imagine. It started with pain.
Oh, pain.
Not the usual stomachache or food poisoning pain. This was deeper, sharp cramps that came and went in waves. At first, he brushed it off, thinking it was stress. College life was already intense. Late night studying, assignments, endless cups of coffee. But the pain didn't leave. In fact, it grew stronger with each passing week. Then came the swelling.
Oh, the swelling. Oh.
Daniel noticed his clothes tightening around his waist, his once flat stomach beginning to round.
Wow.
At first, he blamed junk food and lack of exercise. His roommate teased him, "Man, you're getting a graduation belly already." Daniel forced a laugh, but inside, panic brewed. Late one night, unable to sleep, Daniel searched online. Strange swelling in stomach, severe cramps, nausea. What he found left him more confused than before. Tumors? Growths? Rare medical conditions? Nothing explained what he was going through. And then, one night, something happened that shattered his world. He felt movement. Not the kind of rumble you get after eating bad food. This was distinct, rhythmic. Something alive. Something shifting inside him. Daniel froze. His heart pounded. He placed his hand on his stomach. And there it was again, a flutter. By now, fear had turned into terror. He couldn't tell his parents. They would never understand. They expected him to graduate, land a good job, and carry the family's pride. How could he possibly explain this? Quietly, he sought medical help. At a small clinic outside campus, a doctor examined him. The doctor's face changed when he placed the ultrasound probe on Daniel's abdomen. The screen lit up with a sight Daniel could barely process.
Oh, twins. Oh.
Two small forms, tiny hearts beating. Twins. Daniel's mind spun. Impossible. Unreal. This can't be happening. But it was. The doctor leaned forward, voice serious. "Daniel, this is extremely rare. But you are carrying a twin pregnancy. We'll need to monitor you closely. Stress and exposure could make things worse. You need to rest, eat properly, and avoid heavy strain." Rest? Avoid stress? How could Daniel do that when graduation was only months away? He had projects to finish, exams to ace, and a family expecting to watch him march across that stage. So he made a decision. He would hide it. Days turned into weeks. Daniel wore baggy hoodies, loose jackets, and avoided changing in front of friends. He skipped sports. He made excuses to avoid late-night outings. When his roommate questioned him, he shrugged it off as just tired.
Yeah, that's all, yeah.
Nobody suspected the truth. But hiding a twin pregnancy was not
While eating a pickle in ice cream. Ice cream is good.
easy. His cravings grew strange. Late-night pickles, cold noodles, ice cream in the middle of winter. His body ached, his steps slowed, and yet he forced himself to keep going. Each night, he would lie awake, one hand on his stomach, feeling the twins shift and kick. Sometimes he cried silently. Sometimes he whispered, "Just let me graduate first, please." The closer graduation day came,
Oh, yeah.
the heavier his burden grew, physically and emotionally. His parents called every week. "We've already bought tickets, Daniel. We can't wait to see you in your gown." He smiled on the phone, hiding the tears that rolled down his cheeks. Then came the morning of graduation. The sun was bright, the air filled with excitement. Students rushed around in gowns and caps, hugging friends, taking pictures. Daniel moved slower than the rest, his oversized gown hiding the secret beneath. As the
Yeah.
ceremony began, he spotted his parents in the crowd, waving proudly. His chest tightened. He wanted to run to them, to hug them, to confess everything. But the fear of disappointing them kept him silent. Names were
Yeah.
called one by one. Cheers echoed. Cameras flashed. Finally, it
Finally.
was his turn. Daniel Carter. He stepped onto the stage. The crowd clapped. His parents' faces glowed with pride. But inside, Daniel felt something shift, not in his heart, but in his body. A sharp, unbearable pain shot through him. He stumbled slightly, gripping the diploma. His vision blurred. Students thought he was just nervous.
Yeah.
Teachers thought he was overwhelmed. But Daniel knew the truth. The contractions had begun. By the time the ceremony ended,
Yeah.
Daniel could barely walk. Sweat dripped down his forehead, his body trembling. His parents rushed toward him, concern in their eyes. Daniel, are you all right? He forced a smile. I'm fine, just a little tired. But he wasn't fine. Not at all. Minutes later, in a quiet corner away from the crowd, Daniel
Yeah.
doubled over in pain. His mother gasped, his father panicked. They rushed him to the nearest hospital, still clueless about what was happening. When the doctors examined him, the truth could no longer be hidden. His parents stood outside the room, demanding answers. Finally, a nurse emerged, her face pale with shock. Your son is in labor. He's carrying twins. Silence. Disbelief. His parents froze, their world spinning. The truth unraveled piece by piece. Daniel was transgender, assigned female at birth, but living fully as male for years. His parents had supported him in starting testosterone therapy during high school, believing it would align his body with his identity and make pregnancy impossible. For years, they never doubted. They never looked back. But biology had other plans. During his second year in college, Daniel briefly stopped testosterone due to side effects. Around that same time,
Yeah.
he had a short, secret relationship with a close friend. The relationship ended, but its consequence remained. Daniel was pregnant with twins. When he first discovered it, Daniel was shocked
Wow.
and ashamed. How could he explain
Really?
this to his parents, who had given everything to support his transition?
Yeah.
How could he admit that, despite testosterone
Yeah.
and years of living as male, he was now carrying life? So he hid it, burying the truth beneath hoodies and silence, until graduation day forced it into the open. Inside the room,
Wow.
Daniel gripped the bed rails, tears streaming down his face. Hours of struggle followed, cries muffled by the sterile hospital walls. And then, two tiny cries broke the silence. Twins,
Twins. Oh.
alive, fragile, breathing. When Daniel's parents entered,
Wow. Cute twins. The twins look really cute. Oh.
their emotions were a storm: shock, confusion, anger, but also awe. They looked at their son, gown still hanging loosely around him, cradling two newborns against his chest. He whispered, voice trembling, I didn't want to disappoint you. I wanted you to see me graduate before you saw the truth. His mother's tears fell freely. His father's hands shook as he touched the babies. Words failed
Touch
them
the
all.
babies.
Graduation day had brought the biggest shock of their lives. Not a
Yeah.
diploma alone, but two tiny lives they never expected. For Daniel, it was both an ending
Wasn't eating. Oh, the cute twins. Oh.
and a beginning. He had walked the stage as a student, but left the hospital as a father of two. And the
Yeah.
lesson? Some secrets are too heavy to carry alone. But sometimes, even the most shocking truths can open doors to unexpected love. If you like
Yeah.
the story, like and subscribe. And give a comment to share your
That's a
thoughts.
black. Wow. Wow. That was more careless student twin personally from his permits. Graduating day suck, but that goes toss. The link to the video will be the description on top, so no, below. Go and check them out and drop a like if you like, and comment down below if you want to see more reaction like this one, and subscribe if you're new, and click the bell so you can be notified for a minute below in a month. Bye. Wow. the twins look really cute. Oh.